I took this over at the end of May. And the first cut that year, they came in and they cut it. This is about 8 acres just right here. We only got 3 bales on here. That was it. We're bale grazing. And so what I do is, so I'm never cleaning up in here. They're always out here putting the manure and the urine, everything's going out here. I started here and I started in low spots that were kind of bare, and you can actually see, it's funny, a cable showed me a shot from overhead, and you can actually see over the last 2 years how many spots I've actually dropped. I go about 30 yards apart and I drop the bales, and then they go out and they eat on that, and then I go to the next cup. I keep working my way deeper and deeper, and then I make them come back and clean up in between stuff so they eat it all, and then I'll move over to the next field. But after doing that, the first year I got 26 on this field, and that's the only thing different I did than him was letting my cows out there. No other fertilizer. So I'm a firm believer that cows are doing their job. And this year, everybody's yields are probably up, but this year we got 33 on my first cut and 32 off this field. And if I did soil samples January the 24th last year, and I used this field, that back field, and the field in the back corner over there, just to see what I was getting into, and everything came back okay. This field, after having 1 year on it, everything was optimal. It was all in the plus size. The other 2 fields are just below optimal, but it was high. It didn't really need anything. I didn't need no lime, it said. So the only thing I did was last year on that back field and the small one over there, I'd put in chicken manure pellets. I had them come, the guy who does my hay. I'm trying to keep it organic as I can get it here. So we didn't spray nothing. He came in and spread it. This year, we doubled on those 2 fields, but on this field, I really went up. I went to 33.22. So if you look at just the difference where it was, so I ended up with like 2 more bales per acre than compared to the other 2 fields. So now this year in January, I'll probably do another test just so I can get see where it's been over a year and see what this one's done compared to the other 2. That all we did was the turkey or chicken manure. So, but that's what I do.
But it's year 2 where you really start to see.
This is our second year.
I think Jerry calls it frog eyes. You'll see where the bales were. And if you pull this location up on Google Earth, or not Google, yeah, Earth or Google Maps right now, you will see where he put the bales.
And that's where it has come, like he said, it has, because the first year that I bale grazed on there, that's right where they're standing, and that has come back thick in there.
You can see the next. But I would encourage you to get over here and actually get down there and try to find the soil first, and then see what's going on. There's not a whole lot of residue left. It's gone. And I didn't bring a shovel with me, but if you look at that, that's pretty. There's quite a bit of aggregation there.
I did use that mostly grass. This year they're coming in, we're putting in I lose see about 6 or 7 acres on the other side of that. Over there, it's just, we don't do nothing.
Orchard grass. We traveled in Europe one summer, back this was 30 years ago, and perennial ryegrass. That's all they raise over there. No alfalfa, no orchard grass, just perennial ryegrass. And beautiful, just immaculate pastures, no matter if it was dairy, sheep, beef cattle, whatever. And we all looked at that and we thought, well, maybe we should be raising perennial ryegrass in the States. And I came home and I thought, well, you know, if we cared for our orchard grass, which is native and abundant on most of our pastures, as well as they cared for their perennial ryegrass, orchard grass would probably be damn good in this state. And it always has been. But there's all kinds of varieties of orchard grass. I think some are more palatable. Animals like them better than others. And some people, because I've always heard that my cattle won't eat orchard grass. They don't like it. My sheep don't eat orchard grass. And it could be the varieties that we have in some fields. I think a lot of it has to do with fertility, that it's got to be a balanced fertility for the orchard grass to be more palatable. And it doesn't rank high when they do the grazing trials. It doesn't rank as one of the highest preferred grasses. It's kind of at the low end, but still, it's a very abundant pasture grass in Michigan. And if we take good care of it, I think orchard grass can be good. But I think a mixture, having some legumes in there, some clovers in there, having some, maybe some, if you have heavy soils, like sounds like John does here, then some perennial ryegrasses can be good. And at some of these tall fescues, like there's the endophytes, and then there's the endophyte freeze. Some of those in parts of the year the cattle eat, and they're very prolific, especially in the fall period. They're probably our best stockpile grass to have in October, November, and December. So I think if we can have a mixture, it is better. But I don't think all orchard grasses are bad, I guess.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name's Peter. I'm the local district conservationist for Gladwin and Clare County. I live here in Gladwin. I've been here for about a year now. We offer technical assistance as well as financial assistance. And I work for the Natural Resources Conservation Service. We are a federal agency under the Department of Agriculture, and our goal is to help people help the land. And one of the land uses that we work on is pasture. I can show you how to get the soil maps on your property. And we do offer a couple of different programs that can help with financial assistance. We got a couple. And I brought some flyers with me today as well, if you were more interested in that kind of a thing, and I can leave them up at the table in the barn.
So that's the reason I got into the registered program. And the more I'm getting into it, the more I realize that's what I want. 'Cause I want the best animal that's out there, and I want the best cows.
Looking at these cows now, do you have one that you say is like the ideal phenotype, the ideal conformation? Who do you like out there?
This one coming up 12.
Yeah.
With the calf right behind her.
And that wraps up the Kerstin Farms Pasture Walk of 2024. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. Until next time, thanks.